Okay, this is Connect for Golf Club Radio, and I'm at the Toronto Golf Show with Doug Coombs from Wilson, Canada. Welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Great. So it's been a good show?
Been a fantastic show. It's our first time back to the show for a number of years, and so I'm incredibly pleased with the results.
Good. So what's new at Wilson?
Well, for a lot of people, what's been very popular is the opportunity to try our new Triton driver, which was the driver that was featured on the reality TV show that Wilson did in partnership with the Golf Channel back in the fall, which was an incredible new concept where we had an open call for anybody to essentially come forward with any crazy idea you could imagine, and attracted hundreds of interested participants, including a number of Canadians. And the idea was that you would narrow it down to one winner who got $500,000 US plus the opportunity that we would build that driver and bring it to market. So we have it here at the show, and I would say probably almost one out of every two consumers walking into our booth we're asking about it, which really interestingly tells you that a lot of them are watching the Golf Channel.
That's right. No, absolutely. Yeah, it's part of my my TV watching.
Yeah, so that's been a pleasure, and then we've also introduced some other products. A new driver as part of our core series called D300, and that's been getting some rave reviews by the golf media. We have that here, and then we have two new sets of irons. One is called the V6, which is our forged iron, and is being used on the tour by some of our staff. That's getting some good results, and actually won a gold medal in the Golf Digest reviews, along with the opposite end of the spectrum, a super game improvement iron called the D300, and also getting great reviews. And it's really interesting to see, because at a golf show, typically you get consumers of all different levels. So it's an opportunity for people that mid to high handicappers or mid to low handicappers to find the right product.
Yeah. Well, I was reading, and as I mentioned earlier, the V6, I guess, is the forged product. And I say I'm trying to make sure when I get into some deeper rough to be able to get the ball up, especially when I need to fly at 180, 190. Rescue isn't doing the job, digging into it, and you're saying that there's it has less pull factor to it, I guess.
Correct, and the way they designed the club was by the use of some tungsten weights that they have vary from club to club, so the low irons are a little easier to hit. And as you know, or most people know, that sometimes 3 and 4 irons are tough clubs to hit.
Yeah.
And these are definitely a lot easier.
So the anti-pull, and also getting it up a little higher?
Yeah, I think it getting out of the grass a little bit easier, and then of course having the soft feel of a forged blade. So typically a forged blade, the sweet spot's a bit smaller. You got to hit it sort of dead set on, and I think that the advance in technology is that it makes it easier for a wider group or a wider segment of players.
Great. I played Wilson staffs for probably 30 years. It's only been in the last 5 years I got away from it, but I think I'm willing to come back now. So it's good.
We talked to a lot of consumers here, and definitely, if a certain age group, almost the first words out of their mouth is, "Well, I had my first set of clubs as a Wilson staff." So,
yeah, absolutely.
So it's a pleasure to come back here and show people that Wilson and Wilson staff we're a premier golf brand. So it's nice to see the great results we're getting.
Great. Well, I want to thank you for the interview, and have a great golf season when it gets going.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers.
This has been Connect for Golf Club Radio at the Toronto Golf Show 2017. Join us for the first ever indoor golf playoff on March 24th and 25th in Toronto. Let us know if you want to play. Cheers.